Hi guys, this is Neil. Several decades ago, I got married in England. My wife's family's from America, and they all came over. And at the time, England was getting a fair bit of bad press. I'm not exactly sure why. Probably something to do with soccer hooliganism, as it usually was back in those days. Anyway, they came over, we had a wedding reception, and there was a lot of speeches, and my dad got up to give a speech and just addressed his remarks directly to Beth's parents. He looked at them and he said, "Gary and Jerry, take a look around this room. This is England. These are the people. These are the people your daughter will be living with and working with and interacting with. Take some time, get to know them, have a drink, exchange some jokes. These are the people." And then he sat down, and that was it. Pretty interesting. It must have worked, because at the end of the day, Beth's father came over to me and said, "Yeah, your dad was right. These are good folks. I feel much better now." So that actually came to mind, that whole incident came to mind just recently for me, actually a couple of weeks ago, when we had our conference, Surfactant Conference in Jersey City. And I just looked around the room and I thought, man, these are the people. I mean, really, these are the folks that are making the products that make our lives better, that deliver health and hygiene and the food chain and transportation and energy. And, it made me feel good about our system and about our country, about our world, honestly, at the risk of seeming a little sappy, especially at the awards ceremony we had on Thursday night. We recognize product innovation, process innovation, sustainability, things like that, newcomer. And of course the contribution award given to someone who's really made a lifetime or a lifetime's career type contribution to the industry, and the recipient of that award, Kevin Gallagher, was just really someone who I have had in mind as the exemplar, the example of the sort of person that should win that award, and just, as I said, looking around the room without wanting to embarrass Kevin any more than he has been, but looking around the room and looking at the folks that have been part of that industry, that he's worked with, that he's served on the ACI Board of Directors with, formerly SDA, and the Personal Care Products Council Board of Directors with, right, formerly the CTFA. I mean, it just, I don't know, the idea of people coming together voluntarily without being directed to do so by a government or rulemaking body, and just making the industry more effective, better, just really hit me. And I thought, yeah, man, these are the people. I mean, good folks, And sure, of course, what people do, whether it's inventing a new technology, a new sustainable product, or in the case of L'Oreal, a whole system for going really in depth down to the plantation, individual small plantation holder level. Yeah, all of these things, including serving on the boards of trade organizations, all these things clearly benefit your company, right? Benefit you personally. So we're not saying, these folks are like, 100% philanthropically driven in that particular regard. But at the same time, everyone has a choice, and many people do, for good reason, choose to stay home, to not serve on that committee, to not step outside of the 9 to 5 or the 9 to 6, to not step out of the 5-day a week. And that's fine, and some people do, and thank goodness for them, is what I say. So I just wanted to recognize, the folks in our industry, and again, not wanting to get too sappy about it, but who voluntarily, just do a lot of great stuff, and spending time with people as I did over that 2 or 3 day period last week was just something that really hit home to me, that these indeed are the folks that are responsible for just a huge part of what works in the world today. And that's a great thing. I feel much better about that collective group of folks being responsible than, let's say, any one particular company or entity or person or rulemaking body or God forbid, a government in that regard. So yeah, great stuff. That's it, guys. I'll talk about something more substantive next time. Thanks for your time.